You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Friday the 15th of August, 2025. It is 56 days after the summer solstice. It is 38 days before the fall equinox. By the Roman Catholic calendar, today is the Feast of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 28th day of Thermidor, the day of the lupin. The sun rises today at 6:06 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:53 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:23 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:58 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 22 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 56% full at midday. The third quarter will arrive tomorrow. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 3:28 a.m., 1 meter 46. In the morning, low tide, 9:28 a.m., 9 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 3:54 p.m., 1 meter 71. At night, low tide, 10:16 p.m., 12 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, if you have looked at plants that attract pollinators in recent days, you may have noticed exquisite black wasps. In the center of their abdomens, they have 2 yellow dots, and the stinger end is tinged with orange. Their iridescent wings shine deep blue. These are 2-spotted scolid wasps, and this is the time of year when they are most plentiful. They are beneficial for gardens because they eat the larvae of certain pest insects. Welcome to this late summer denizen of our parks and backyards. Commemorations. On this day in 1914, the Panama Canal opened to traffic. The first ship to make the transit was the cargo ship SS Ancon. The canal, with its combination of waterways, lakes, and locks, is about 51 miles long, joining the Atlantic and the Pacific. Before it was built, ships had to make an 8,000 nautical mile trip around Cape Horn, the southern tip of South America. Annals of Entertainment. On this day in 1843, Tivoli Gardens opened in Copenhagen, Denmark. It is one of the oldest operating amusement parks in the entire world. Also in entertainments, on this day in 1939, The Wizard of Oz premiered at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, California. More entertainments. On this day in 1965, the Beatles played a concert at Shea Stadium here in Queens. 60,000 fans attended. This concert is widely regarded as the first instance of stadium rock music. And yet one more entertainment. Today is the anniversary of the Woodstock Music and Art Fair, which opened on this day in 1969. It took place on Max Yasgur's dairy farm in Bethel, New York, near the town of Woodstock, and it lasted 3 days. One of the defining moments of the 1960s counterculture, it was billed as an Aquarian exposition, 3 days of peace and music. More than 460,000 people attended. 32 acts performed outdoors despite sporadic rain. In Egypt, today is the beginning of a 2-week festival called Wafa el Nil. It celebrates the traditional timing of the annual Nile flood. With the building of the Aswan High Dam in the 1960s, the Nile no longer floods and no longer deposits its thick layer of new soil in the fields. But the cultural memory of the annual flood and the gift of the life-giving Nile is honored in this festival. To our Egyptian friends, we wish a happy Wafa el Nil. Today is Independence Day in India, marking the date in 1947 when the British Raj came to an end and India became a sovereign state ruled by its own people. To our Indian friends, we wish a happy Independence Day. Alternate side of the street parking is suspended today in New York City for the Feast of the Assumption. And that is the Observatory, Friday the 15th of August, 2025.